Hi, and welcome back to my channel. I brought you outside today because I needed a little bit of outdoor space, self-care for myself. And that's what we're talking about today. Self-care and releasing the old self. You know, so many of us believe that bubble baths, a massage, reading, those are all great acts of self-care. But you know, true self-care really starts from within. True self-care is how you treat yourself. How do you speak to yourself? A lot of us just believe that the old stories, the old sentences, the old expectations, they just believe that that's who we are. And the work that I've done on myself, I really have found that self-care starts within. And that is where true wholeness lies. It's a journey. But once you are there, you will never return to your old self. So many of us have those limitations of all the old stories, all the old expectations, all the old beliefs that we've had for so long. But when you start to truly love yourself, and then you will lovingly release all of that. And when you learn to truly love yourself, you create space for who you were meant to become. Hi, I'm Teresa, and thanks for stopping by here at my channel. I help and support women break free from old limiting beliefs and design the vision that they truly want to live for their life and embody that. So if you like what you see here, please subscribe so you can be notified when the next video comes up. And also, I put together a free workbook to help you find the vision, to help you live the life that you want. The link is in the bio. You know, real self-love, that is about honoring yourself. It's about paying attention to the needs and setting boundaries and just talking to yourself like you were talking to your best friend. You know, so many of us have been conditioned throughout our life to believe that we need to be hard on ourselves, and that's the only way we're going to grow. But I have learned that we don't want to be hard on ourselves. Being hard on ourselves just creates more hard. It's the resistance. And we need to create less or no resistance in our lives. So instead of criticizing or judging ourselves for the past choices or mistakes that we've made, we just really need to honor them and let go, because they helped you get to where you are right now in life. And what I have learned is that being gentle, softer, kinder, those acts are actually transforming myself at a much faster pace. And so I would like to challenge you to change your mindset and to allow the gentleness and the softness, allow it to come in. what I've really noticed since I have been aware of my self-criticism and self-judgment towards myself, and now I'm aware when it wants to creep in, and I'm able to step back and say, that's not how we talk to ourselves. We aren't doing that any longer. And I notice that when I do that, not only am I kinder to myself, but I'm kinder to others. The self-criticism and self-judgment that I used to have for myself, I used to have for others as well. And I don't do that. And I show up differently. And that's what's so important about this work. You know, self-love is a practice. It's not something that's just going to happen overnight. It takes time. There's going to be resistance. And it's something you choose every day, every moment. And it just becomes the foundation of everything that you are and that you want to be. You know, we all carry versions of ourselves that were created by external sources. We inherited things from our families, from our environment, and from the people that were in our lives. But we no longer have to use those survival mechanisms that we developed just to be able to function in the world. Those parts of us, they served a purpose. They helped us feel safe, loved, and valued in an environment when we needed those strategies. And it's important to honor them, for they did protect us. But now I want to give you permission to allow yourself to let go of those old identities, those old roles, those old labels that you used to place on yourself, and let go of them. They no longer honor your spirit. Take a moment to identify what aspects of your life that you might need to release. Ask yourself, what beliefs about myself is keeping me small? What patterns do I keep repeating over, even though they don't bring me joy? You know, releasing your old self, it's not abandonment, but it's growth. And that's where we want to be. We want to grow. We want to evolve. One daily self-practice that I would like to share with you is looking in the mirror and telling yourself that you are good enough. Place your hand on your heart and breathe deeply. And tell her that you love her. This is a daily act of self-love. Remember, we are evolving and moving forward. And we are not judging. We are not criticizing. We are just recognizing the way our mind wants to go. And we are choosing to go forward. I want to remind you that this is a process. It's a practice every single day. So be patient with yourself and just notice when the old self, the self-criticism, the self-judgment, when they try to creep in, when you can gently reverse it. That is victory. And each time you are gently redirecting yourself, this is growth. So this week, I invite you to pay attention and just hold compassion for yourself. When you notice that your old self is just trying to creep in, just pause, take a breath, and ask yourself, how would I support someone that I love in this moment? And then offer yourself the same kindness. If you found this video helpful, please give this video a thumbs up and share it with somebody who you believe can really benefit from this message. Also, drop a comment below. I'd love to read your response. And thank you for being here and doing this important work for yourself. You are already worthy. Not because of what you do, but because of who you are. And until next time, keep designing a new vision.